One day in Kampung Bawang.
Oh my god! We ran out of onions!
We ran out of onions?
Yes, we did! I guess we should go to the supermarket to buy some more.
In that case, we should have to go.
Let's go.
Let's go. No way, ain't no way.
Oh my god, is that
Muna's daughter.
OMG, shut up!
There's
We
no
should
way.
tell others about this.
We have to.
Let's go, let's go! Oh my god guys, I have a tea.
You guys would never believe what happened, I swear.
Oh my god! What's the tea? Spill it!
Come in. Me and Natasha were on our way to buy some onions. Then, we literally saw Saleha.
Saleha who?
Nuri's daughter!
I knew it. They've always been like that. Aren't they Muslims?
Exactly.
Since Saleha and Ariel are commonly used name in Muslim community, so we can assume that they are Muslim. Therefore, this case should be handled under Sharia law. And by that, we can use Sharia procedural law in regards to Sharia matter. According to the Sahih Muslim 1341, it stated that no man should be alone together with a woman unless there are present of a mahram with her.
Agree with you. Plus, in according to this situation, we also need to consider about private law, because it involves adultery between two individuals, which are Saleha and also Ariel. Plus, both of them are not legally married. Let me show you something else. Do you know, beside Hadith, there's also Al-Quran that cited about Sharia law regarding this situation? According to Surah An-Nur 24:30, said to the believing man that they should lower their gaze and guard their modesty, that will make for greater purity for them. And Allah is well acquainted with all that they do. This situation also contains national law. Do you know national law?
No.
As this situation happened in Malaysia, and also Sharia law is practiced in Malaysia, so we use national law as one of the classification of this situation.
Last but not least, Saleha and Ariel, as Muslims, have the duties to not commit adultery, as it is clearly prohibited under the Sharia law.
Meanwhile,
Why are you running? Why are you running?
OMG, I'm glad that you are all here. Did you guys know that Nuri's daughter was brutally murdered?
Seriously?
Ya Allah.
later that day,
Assalamualaikum, Nuri. We are here to visit you. Waalaikumsalam. Please come in. Nuri, my condolences.
Stay strong, Marine.
Can you tell us what exactly happened? The story is...
First classification of law is criminal law. Criminal law is body of law about crime and punishment. In this case, body of law used as crime of murder. Second classification of law is public law. Public law is law that governs relationship between individuals and state. In application, since Alang killed Julia, he is considered committing a crime. The relationship is between Alang and the state. Third classification of law is substantive law. Substantive law is law about rights, duties, and liabilities of individuals. In this case, duty of Alang to abstain from committing a crime that can be penalized under penal code.
Fourth classification of law is procedural law. Procedural law is law governing procedures enforcing rights and duties. In this case, criminal procedure is used. The next classification of law is national law. National law is law that governs relationship between individuals in a country. Lastly, the classification of law is written law. Written law is law that is enacted by Parliament or State Legislative Assembly. In this case, law used is Penal Code, which is enacted by Parliament.
I think the day is getting darker now.
I guess we should back home now.
Thank you for paying my visit. I appreciate it so much.
Aku pun tak expect macam tu.
Good morning, bringing you the best of current crime news. We are your news anchor for today. My name is Jasmina Natasha.
And I am Nabila Aini, and you are watching the Slay Raw News.
Now, as of today, I bring to you the excites of the week. Following the headlines of a murder scene, local delinquent charged with murder after horrific killing of his childhood sweetheart, a scandalous scene of an unmarried couple cohabitating with one another, and a case featuring the unscrupulous underpinnings of false imprisonment.
Accordingly, it is reported as unscrupulous underpinning of failed imprisonment had occurred to the two reported teenagers going by the name Botak and Ayam. This event had occurred a fortnight ago and was recorded as the unfortunate occurrence had not only threatened the two juvenile students but also their family.
The antagonists had threatened the safety of the two's family in order to get the required money. The two and their family had suffered serious consequences throughout their imprisonment, as it was reportedly situated in an empty room holding a cage-like prison in the middle, complete with a prisoner that was reportedly cuffed and chained. This had caused the captured to receive multiple damages, especially according to the Mental Health Act 2001.
The two juvenile students were recorded as having the intention to avenge a deceased loved one and had trusted their beloved teacher, only to be betrayed and imprisoned instead, as the teacher has turned out to be the antagonist. The two juvenile students and their families were soon released after the occurrence of multiple events. The first classification of law that is applicable in this case is civil law. This is because there is an occurrence of failed imprisonment of trespass to person involving tort law where Raja confined Botak, Ayam and their family against their will. By this, Raja had deprived their rights to freedom of movements.
The second classification of law is private law. This is determined regarding the relationship between individuals in the dispute. The individuals concerned in this dispute are Botak, Ayam and the family with Raja.
The third one is national law. It is because the individual involved are Malaysian and the dispute, which is failed imprisonments, also took place in Malaysia.
The fourth one is written law. According to Article 9, Clause 2 of Federal Constitution, every citizen has the right to move freely throughout the Federation and to reside in any part thereof.
The next classification is procedural law. The procedure that is used is civil procedure, as the case falls under the civil law because it is about civil matters between Botak, Ayam and their family with Raja.
Other than that, we can use substantive law. This law helps determine the rights of Botak, Ayam and their family of freedom of movement and not arbitrarily detained. Meanwhile, the responsibility of Raja is to not trespass to someone like false imprisonment.
That's all for the news today.
Stay tuned for more incoming news.
What is happening in the world nowadays? I should continue cooking for dinner.
Oh, betul seriously.
2, 3.
Because
Sabar.